I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But you might remember Nick Chubb, he had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
38-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. A first down throw for Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's taken down inside the 30. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a few.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield now from the 50. That one is caught by Hunt.
Mayfield's pass.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 24.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Parkey with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Ravens first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the contact came before the ball got there.
They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson getting the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Browns 14. Ravens 9.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He made Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Touchdown, Browns.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Tighten up, tighten up. Run. No. Hurry.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Mayfield now. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 28. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Raven, first down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. He's going to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Browns 28, Ravens 16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Browns 28. Ravens 23. Justin.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Patrick Queen.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. From the gun, Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Browns 35, Ravens 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Andrew Billings in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamond.